Shalom. Hey, see if this sounds familiar. My sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. My sheep know my voice, and a stranger's voice, in other words, they will not follow. Yahuwah's sheep, Yahusha's sheep, know the voice of the true master, and a stranger's voice, those sheep we will not follow. Now, there are two things that come out of that for me. Two things that come out of that for me. The first is that a standard is set. Yahuwah's voice, Yahusha's voice, is the standard in and of itself. And that standard, if met, keeps the sheep in a place of safety. Meeting that standard means knowing that voice. So that's part two of it. The first one is that there's a standard. That's the first part. There's a standard that's established, which is the voice itself. The second part is knowing that voice. Yahusha, which is the word of Yahuwah, is the voice. So the sheep can't not readily identify the voice unless the sheep spend time getting to know the voice. The voice has to be studied. Frontward, backward, sideways, up, down, in, out, over, under, through, around, above, all the prepositions you can think about. The voice has to be studied, dissected, intersected. The voice has to be studied. English, back to Greek, back to Latin, back to Hebrew, or whatever the arrangement was or is of the transliterations and or the translations. The voice has to be studied. And of course, ruah to ruah, spirit to spirit, heart to heart, us to Yahuwah, Yahuwah to us. The voice has to be studied. And in studying the voice, getting to know the voice, becoming intimate with the voice, the standard is established. Because the voice has a certain tone to it, a certain tonality, a certain pitch, there's a certain ring to it, as we used to say. There's a certain feel to it, and it comes with a particular outcome every time. And as a result, thereby, in other words, the sheep cannot and will not be duped to follow another voice because they are so intimately connected with the one and only voice, which now represents the standard for them, for us. So the question is really two questions. A, do we know the voice? Do you know the voice? And then two, has the voice become the standard that you seek after, the standard that you reflect even? Shalom. Peace.